Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The New York set to take the field.
Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Now hang on here. Not what you want to see, because Dalvin Cook injured, at least for the moment, and in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. But Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often, because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when you're in big trouble.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there, because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down, because guess what? That drive continues.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Now it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. This is caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try to run it here with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jets are on the board first here in Vegas.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10.
At their own 24.
A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
Garoppolo. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. The throw finding its target, the tight end Horsted. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Jacobs. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs takes it in from a yard out. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call on a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
On play action, Rodgers. Open man is Uzama. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
3rd and 3.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Colton Miller, former 1st-round pick, called for the penalty there. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
3rd down and 13.
Now Garoppolo.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Catch is made by Hardman.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Now Rodgers.
There's a short one caught by Uzama.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Rodgers now on first down. We're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
2 yards to go, second down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Here's Rodgers to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here comes third and about a foot.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo again.
That's complete into the hands of Myers.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top.
As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
John Franklin Myers.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Garoppolo. And he gets it to Bolden. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
On play action, now Rodgers.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Caught on the right side by Dorsen. So nothing doing there, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's second and 10.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction, because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because
under pressure, and they got to him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's A.J. Cole now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run it again with Cook. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Now Rodgers.
Finds Lazard quickly on the slant.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Rodgers.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Cook is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is now 14-10.
You're supposed to catch that, baby. That's how we eat. This is the calm before the storm, baby. We're gonna make a play, baby. It's showtime. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go, fellas. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get ready. Get ready. Come on, man. Let's go.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10.
At their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
And that one caught downfield by Dorsett.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. A good pickup there, a 22. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Garoppolo. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Jacobs. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Jacobs again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll run with Jacobs, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
following the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 2.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman.
And he goes out right around the 39.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Now Rodgers got to have this one.
Completes it to Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3.
On 1st down, Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Rodgers.
That's complete. It's Cook.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet.
Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
To throw is Rodgers.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
This is 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
Open man here is Conklin. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Cook is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll try the middle with Cook. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Now Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Now Cook running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Rodgers now to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that